public cloud computing platforms like AWS, Azure, Google Cloud are known to be secure only if you configure it the right way. So in this video, we'll talk about the 3 easy ways to secure your public cloud. And the answer is simple. It's just 3 letters. Well, not 3 letters, but 3 acronyms: CSPM, CNAP, as well as AI-SPM. In 2024, these 3 acronyms are going to be the most important ones. And don't worry before you kind of go, what are these acronyms?
I didn't understand a one word you said.
I got you. I'm going to look after you for this. So I'm going to start with the first one, which is CSPM. CSPM, or Cloud Security Posture Manager. If you have multiple cloud environments, or you probably have a hybrid cloud environment, most likely your public cloud environment for this AWS, Azure, Google Cloud has got native features that tells you how secure your environment may be. But these unfortunately are not scalable. Like if you have 200 AWS accounts, or maybe 50 plus subscriptions from Azure, another 200 accounts in JCP, what about all of them combined into one as well? Now that is a scaling problem, which doesn't really help when you're focusing only on cloud native solutions that are provided by each of the cloud service provider. In that scenario is when you use a CSPM, or a Cloud Security Posture Manager, which gives you information around things like, hey, what does compliance look like against a known compliance standard? What are some of the known misconfigurations that you probably are exposing to the internet in your cloud environment? It doesn't matter which public cloud you're looking at. The third one that it helps you with is basically identifying and prioritizing what could these elements be. And now I must say CSPM primarily focuses on servers, compliance, and just looking at the overall posture of your organization, but it's not the complete answer, which brings me to the second point, CNAP, or Cloud Native Application Protection Platform. Now CNAP was the answer for organizations that are a bit more advanced. They still do have AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, probably all 3 combined in large scale environments, but they also have the challenge of mixed compute. Like for example, they might be dealing with containers, Kubernetes, serverless environments. They might be not just doing hybrid, but they also might be doing edge security, and perhaps even more complexity added by the different kinds of environments you may be working in. You may have Kubernetes that is self-hosted, or maybe on the cloud as well. Now, if you have even more complex environment, you're probably thinking of something like CNAP++ in your world. I'll leave a link to the video over here where I talk about CNAP++, as things getting more complex are beyond the context of this video. So definitely check that video out. If you have been keeping up with the world of ChatGPT and all the generative AI stuff that's been going on, you probably also know this. A lot of organizations have started building their own language model, or perhaps even using existing language model to build applications on how they can quickly jump onto the AI bandwagon to be able to ship products faster, to increase productivity of employees, and a lot more applications that might be there. Now, this is where AI-SPM comes in. And to talk about AI-SPM, I had a conversation with Dan Benjamin from Palo Alto. The interview was on Cloud Security Podcast. I'll leave a link for the whole interview, but this is what he had to say about AI-SPM.
AI-SPM stands for AI Security Posture Management, and it's a set of technologies that help organizational operationalize AI technologies. First off, what kind of AI technologies do we even own across our organizations? Across AWS and Azure, do we use an external service that trains our AI models? How do we govern AI? Which kind of data goes into our AI models? Are we compliant? Are we secure? It's a whole new set of technologies that none of us have used before, are being pushed very quickly by our organization to operationalize very quickly to essentially stay competitive. How do we help organizations tackle this huge problem that is now coming to us?
I agree with Dan over here. AI has been taking over the world in our personal space. Everyone knows about what ChatGPT is and what Sam Altman is up to for breakfast in OpenAI, but it's also taking over the businesses, where businesses have started looking at AI as a way to improve productivity and produce applications and software quicker. I spoke about CSPM first, as well as CNAP. Now, both of these were great when we were producing applications without AI, which yes, have similar purposes of securing what's in your cloud. However, the AI part definitely has a bit more of a, let's just say, the AI part has a bit more sophistication to it. Like for example, now you probably need to worry more about whether your AI model itself is secure, your AI model is compliant, what kind of data it has, and if you are looking at building an application yourself, you're probably also looking at, are you using Kubernetes for it? Are you using a virtual server for it? So some of the components of CSPM and CNAP still come in handy, but overall, that whole AI-SPM requires its own attention. Now, that's why these were the 3 easy ways for you to have your public cloud environment be secure. Now, if you are wondering, where did this whole CSPM start with? I have a whole video on that as well. I spoke about the different generations of CSPM. There was a whole CWPP and blah, 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 but I don't need to bore you with that. check out that video. I'll leave that over here. If you have any other recommendations on how we can secure public cloud, definitely leave that as a comment at the below, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.